Ki khubor ka Batesi TV.
Ka umdi basnyam bat penjaslian. Rupa Premium Meghalaya. Ka East West Group of Institution Bangalore, ka Court Admission nagbenta ka Nursing but Paramedical Course, ka bala Ïathuh da ka Indian Nursing Council, ka Buy Admission ka Badunatam, but Shispa percent ka Jinyokam. Pila ru ban apply da ka Education Loan.
Kende singi ka bansa ken mau na ka benta gitu ke beit bas ngotenan pan Pyllait ki kot jing Ïathuh Khana khamtam na benta ki khinna bat ki khun samla. Kaseng 3 months ngobha Swara Mandala Foundation kebetulan ni ke Jakarta kam hanang ba Shillong kelas dangi ke jinglum thop yiki Khana Puriskam na keleng ki jela ke ke thanj te lami ngi hakalempong kelong ne ke sngi ka phundru truk uyayong arajar phausan ha hotel Vivanta laplai Paidbah ya phodi ko je Ïathuh Khana Puriskam do menteri ke tna pulibuthi ke jela urakam e sangma Menteri Sangma Kumukongsan ula samru iki sernot bak momento shikinong thop en wandur yaki Khana berkumjuru shikibla dan benta hakani kakam. Usami Sisodia CEO Jagarin Matter Foundation lolong kumusembut kongsan. Kejinglum thop yaki jinga Ïathuh Khana haki storybook dakini dikot jangka The Forgotten Folklore Project ladi TFFP kelong berwanra kejinga jan hapdengi culture berkam kongsan kejingtip na kabenta ki khenna yaki Khana ban penne pateng lapateng lapin shongko ni kejing sedang jong kalempong daki kinhun sin di T Institute ling bagi jing tem ten rai ki melung.
So 6 months ago, in late October, when we first began this fellowship, we set out to achieve 3 things because 6 months, you have to be ambitious. Create 20 contextual picture books, do it in a collaborative and timely manner, and because this is a fellowship, make sure there is growth throughout the process. And do all of this remotely. So with both excitement and a lot of nerves, our dear fellows embarked upon this journey. And because many of them, I would say 90% of them, are first-time authors and illustrators of picture books, we began with learning. They engaged in master classes, they engaged in several sessions, they read all the TFFP books. We had multiple offline and online classes with them to ensure that they knew what it is to make a book for the TFFP project. And once they were equipped with these tools, they embarked on their own journey of research. There are a few places that I would like to mention here. So the fellows did field trips from Tushutimuk in Assam, to Longwa in Nagaland, to Uttare in Sikkim, to Champai in Mizoram, to Kachingpno in Manipur, and Ultapani in Assam, among many, many other places. They identified resources, they built relationships with them, found stories from them, built their themes, and then began the creation process of the story.
One of its very, very unique program to me. I have never been attended of such kind. I still remember many stories told by my grandfathers. I still remember. I wrote many books. I wrote some books, but not many. I've read many books. I've read many books. I wrote many articles, but all have been forgotten. But there are some stories which has been told by my grandfathers. I still remember today. That doesn't found anywhere on the earth, but I still remember. So this initiative, it's not all about storytellings. It's not all about something else. You people are more than that. I've seen many friends who have received the certificate today. They're all young, almost all young peoples, all young friends. I'm not far from 100 now. I'm just sort of 60 to become 100. Normally, we expect this kind of enthusiasm, this kind of patience about story and all these things from the all people. But I've seen today the gifted ambition, the gifted patience in the young minds of the country. It's really amazing to see. So therefore, friends, you are more than about a storytelling or writing about the books here and there. But we are for the purpose. Let P.A. Sangma, a veteran parliamentarian of the state and of the region, former Lok Sabha speaker, I read one of his book. He wrote, he got it from somewhere. The purpose of any generation, the purpose of any individual in his present times is not to consume the present resources of the earth, but the purpose of any generation is to conserve the resources, the asset of the present generation to the generation to come. Many of our grandparents, many generations of the past has already conserved and preserved for us. And therefore we are today. And it will be injustice for each one of us on the earth of the present generation if we consume all these resources in our times. Therefore, it is very important to live for the purpose. No one comes on earth to live forever, but the ideas, the thought, the passion will live forever. I think let's not consume the resources that we have today. Let us conserve, preserve, and promote the things, the asset, the resources of today for the generation to come. I'm sure these are the resources, the God-given asset for each one of us. This practice, the tradition, the story, not been designed by any scientist nor any philosopher. But all these resources, these are asset, God-given asset for the human being, for any individual, for any community, for any tribes. Therefore, these are not manufactured. These are husband, God-given asset for us, for every community, for every family. Let us preserve, protect, and promote. And I want to congratulate, I want to extend my gratefulness to all of you. At the same time, I want to bring greetings from Honorable Chief Minister to all of you, and from the government. And I want to thank all of you for laying the foundation of all this ambition, of this vision in Meghalaya. Let, as has been stated, let this foundation be the testimony and maybe the message to the rest of the country and to the rest of the world.